This is so... Alright, hello everyone, my name is Bultramax and welcome to my second Q&A video. Now, in one of my previous vlogs, I asked you guys to leave some questions again for my next Q&A, and I got 9, 10 questions, something like that, which is quite a lot. I think I got the same amount. Whoa, not again. Every time I'm recording a vlog, my phone goes off. It's really annoying. I have to put this on silent mode. But yeah, anyway, you guys asked me questions, and I've written them down because usually when I do a Q&A, I write down the questions and then I write down the answers. Why do I have hubcaps on my wall? And by hubcaps, you can see them right now because I'm in a different house. But over at my mom's place, I've got hubcaps on my wall. You know, the things that are on car wheels. They sometimes come loose and then they roll over the streets. And then people be nice and put them against a tree so that you can pick them up. No, that's not really why they put them there. Yeah, I started collecting them like 4 or 5 years ago. I actually saw that a cousin of me, he was collecting hubcaps as well. Hubcaps, it actually sounds very, very nice. Hubcaps, hubcaps. Alright. But yeah, he started collecting hubcaps and he put them on his wall in his room. And I thought that actually looks quite nice, looks quite interesting. So, why not do it myself as well? So, where was I? I got interrupted for a little while. Hubcaps, yes, my cousin collected them, he put them on his wall. I thought, like, why not do it myself? So I started collecting them whenever I was on my bike. And I saw hubcaps at the side of the street. I thought, like, hey, that looks like a nice one. I should take that home. I don't actually know if that's considered theft or a crime. But I don't care, I'm badass. I just took them home. So yeah, that is why I have hubcaps on my wall. I just collected them a couple of years back. I stopped collecting them nowadays because I don't really seem to find any cool ones anymore. But yeah, that's why. Question number 3. Question number 3. Who is Bultramax? A little background information about myself. My real name is Max van Drunen. In English that probably should sound something like Max van Drunen. Because English makes everything sound so much better. Just listen. Max van Drunen or Max van Drunen. Yeah, what sounds more awesome? I think the second one, doesn't it? But yeah, my name is Max van Drunen. I'm 19 years old. My birthday is on the 1st of August. I've been born in 1995, if you can do the math. And yeah, what else? I've written down a lot of things on this piece of paper, because yeah, I can't remember. I've got 2 siblings, I've got 2 brothers. One brother is 22 years old. He turned 22 last Saturday actually, so 2 days ago. And I have a younger brother who is only 5 years old. And the big difference is because my parents have been divorced for, I think, 10 years now. And my dad has a new girlfriend, he has had her like it's a possession. They've been together for 10 years as well. And 5 years ago they thought like, hey, let's make a new baby. That could be fun. And it's actually quite fun. It's nice having a little brother. It's nice to see such a small child, you know, grow up. I mean, I'm not a father myself, but sometimes I feel like a father because I have a little brother that I really need to take care of sometimes. But yeah, that's amazing. I live in the Netherlands, if my accent didn't already tell that. The province I live in is North Brabant. In English that probably should sound something like Northern Brabant. Brabant? Sounds like poo. What? I don't know what I just said. Yeah, I go to school for filming. I'm looking to become a film director, like thousands of people. But I think I've got a pretty good shot. I've got lots of crazy ideas for movies in my head. I just need to get them on paper and then on film, and that's the part I suck at. I can't film. Something that's in my head doesn't get on paper or it doesn't get on film. I don't know. That's just how my head is. It likes to be like that. And I'm single, so ladies. That was really weird. Forget about that. That was a really ugly face. Question number 4. What made me want to start YouTube? let's see, I started YouTube in July 2012? No, 13, like a year and a half ago. Before that, I watched a lot of other people's videos, and I actually never knew about the big gaming community 3 years ago. I mean, there had been a big gaming community, like gameplay videos. They have been for many years, but I only started watching those videos in 2012. I think that's the first time I actually started watching videos. And of course, the first guy I watched was PewDiePie. Everyone in my school at that time was talking about PewDiePie. And then they showed a couple of videos to me. And back then I actually thought they were quite amusing. So yeah, I started looking more of his videos. And then I started looking other YouTubers. And from one thing came another. And then I thought like, hey, let's make my own videos. Actually, there's a weird lighting effect on my camera, and I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's not broken. But yeah, and I really wanted to have a hobby that I could call myself. And of course I had hobbies that were from me, but not really great hobbies, you know. I wanted to have a new hobby which I could really put a lot of energy and effort into. And that's what YouTube became for me right now. This has really been the greatest hobby for me, and it's been my hobby along with some friends that I've met on YouTube. And yeah, it's just amazing to be here and make these kind of videos. Yes, that's yeah. I suck at Q&As. Sorry guys. Question number 5. What's my inspiration to start YouTube? Well, as I said before, I watched a lot of PewDiePie because he was actually the first guy that I came to know on YouTube. I don't really think if it's my inspiration or not. I don't think I really had an inspiration. It was more just a thought of, hey, these videos are quite amazing. Maybe I could pull it off to make them myself too. But I don't think PewDiePie was a real big inspiration to me. Oops. I think the biggest inspiration when it comes to YouTubers for me was Morfar. I don't know how many people of you know him. I actually talked about him in my previous vlog. I mean Q&A. Because Morfar, I don't know, he was different. He was also from Sweden. He had a smaller channel, around 50,000 subscribers. And then he made a new channel. And then he had like 5k subscribers or something. But yeah, just him being him was really a big inspiration to me. Not really his videos, even though I really enjoyed watching his videos. I mean, just the person he was really inspirational to me, and I have an itchy nose. But yeah, so I didn't really have an inspiration to start YouTube, but I did have some YouTubers that really were an inspiration to me, you know? Yeah, that. Next question. What? Oh, this is a good one. What is the scariest moment of my life? Actually, don't know if I already talked about this. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But just in case, I had a nightmare once. And that has to be the most terrifying nightmare I've ever had in my life. I was dreaming that I was in a forest. And I was doing a ritual to spawn Slenderman. Slenderman was really popular back then. So I think it's like 2 years ago or something when I had that nightmare. Yeah, I was in this forest, and don't ask me why, but everything was in Minecraft style. So I was putting blocks onto each other. And that was to spawn Slenderman. I have no idea why. But during that dream, I was already thinking, oh wait, this is not good. Maybe I should stop doing this, you know. It's not really a good idea to spawn Slenderman in the forest while I'm alone. So yeah, so I snapped myself awake. I opened up my eyes, and I was like, oh, that shit is over. But then I looked in the right corner of my eye, and I could see Slenderman standing behind me. And apparently I was in some state called sleep paralysis, because I couldn't move my body at all. I could only move my eyes up and down and close them and open them, and that's all I could. I just saw Slenderman standing behind me, and I started to freak out a little bit because it felt like I was awake, which I actually was, so that's why it was so freaking terrifying. And I can still relive this moment whenever I want to. I actually don't want to, but I can just think about that nightmare whenever I want to, and it's really terrifying to just picture him standing behind me again. It's just, but Back then it was really terrifying, and I think that's actually the scariest moment in my life so far. Next question. When did I start gaming? If it comes to just the first game I ever played, I think it was Pokemon, like most of the people. And it was, I think I was like 6, or there's a lot of food on my nightstand. I'm getting a little bit hungry, but yeah, let's not get sidetracked. I started playing Pokemon when I was 6 or 7 years old, I think. I borrowed a Game Boy Color, you know, one of these old things. I borrowed it from one of my cousins, and I broke it. I was playing Pokemon, then I think one of my Pokemons fainted, I got mad, and then I threw it on the ground.
I threw it on the ground!
Yeah, I broke my cousin's Game Boy. He wasn't really satisfied with that, but yeah, that was the first game I actually played in my whole life, I think. And then when I really started gaming was, I think, when I was like 11 or 12. No, even younger actually. I think it was 9 or 10. I've played a lot of Grand Theft Auto Vice City back in the days. When my parents just got divorced, we moved to another city, and I don't know, one thing led to another, and then suddenly I was playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City for 10 or 12 hours a day. I was just driving over people, shooting them, decapitating them for 12 hours a day. As a 9-year-old kid, playing an 18-year-old rated game. Really great, but then my dad saw something on TV. He saw that games like Grand Theft Auto really influenced kids or something. So we couldn't game for 12 hours a day anymore. He like put a maximum to our gaming time. We could only play for like 90 minutes a day or 60. Really short compared to what I did before. But yeah, I've played a lot of Need for Speed games, FIFA. Please don't ask me to play FIFA, by the way, on the channel, because I really suck at FIFA. But yeah, I played it a lot with my brother. And I've played, I don't know, that's the 3 biggest games that I've played. And then when I bought my computer last October, 2013, I started playing a lot of horror games, and I don't know why. Mainly because of the gaming community on YouTube, because of PewDiePie. He played so many horror games. I wanted to make a horror related channel, so I played a lot of horror games, and that's actually going to be one of the questions in the Q&A. But yeah, I don't know, I mean, I love my computer, I can play every game on it, but I'm not really a gamer. I only make videos, and I hardly ever game on my PC. I think the most gaming I have done is when I bought Skyrim. I was playing like 4 or 5 hours a day on Skyrim, something like that, but that's the most I did on this computer. I'm not really a gamer, so yeah. Next question is, what are my plans for my channel for the future? Now, the last 2 questions actually came from Zeliana, I think that's how she's called. I actually don't know if she's still one of my subscribers, because she asked me these questions back in June, but that's when I already did my first Q&A, so I told her, okay, I will save them for the next Q&A. So hey, I didn't forget your questions. But yeah, what are my plans for my channel for the future? And I think I've got a lot of plans, but the problem with me is I really need to execute the plans sometimes, because I hardly ever do that. I have lots and lots of ideas in my head on new things that I could do. My plans, if I would say it right now, is just to keep on making fun. I want to make some new content. I haven't done a montage in a while, and that is because everyone makes montages, so I thought like, okay, I want to do it different somehow. I don't want to make just a montage, I want to do it a funny way, like, for example, Toby Turner when he did the Cute Win Fail series, something like that, you know, like the 3 scariest moments of the week in that kind of style, you know. That's what I want to do, but I really need to do that sometimes, because I've had enough moments to try it out sometimes, but yeah, I'm lazy as fuck. But yeah, that is one thing I want to do for the future. I actually think I want to do more Q&As, so if you got new questions, just ask me anytime. I mean, I'm going to do another Q&A probably again. So if you think of a question, even though I didn't plan to do a Q&A, just ask them and I will save them for my Q&A, I really do. But yeah, more Q&As, montages. Yeah, I think those are the biggest changes I want to make. Well, not changes. My biggest plans for the future of the channel. I don't know. I just gonna keep on making these horror related videos. I mean, I really love doing those. Maybe I need to put a little more diversity into my channel. I've done some other things here and there, like adventure series or Pokemon. I've tried to do Pokemon sometimes, but I kind of lost interest in doing Pokemon because, let's face it, I'm 19 years old. I'm not 6 anymore. So yeah, it's not as fun as it was before. One of the last questions is, what is the scariest game I ever played? And I don't know. I've played a lot of scary games on the channel, like Five Nights at Freddy's, Amnesia, other games that I, for some reason, can't think of. White Day, a level in named School was really, really scary. So yeah, the scariest game I've ever played is, I think, SCP-087-B. You know, the staircase game. I think most of you guys already know about that game because it's actually really, really old. But yeah, that was the first horror game I've played. And I don't know, I was just walking through these hallways and I got shit scared again and again. And I mean, games like Five Nights at Freddy's, they're really great and they have good jump scares when a fucking animal screams into your face. That's when you really get scared. But no, I'm talking more about attention throughout the whole game, you know. Games like SCP-087-B, when you're in such hallways, you know, really narrow. A game that gives you such a claustrophobic feel. I think those are the scariest games that I have ever played. And SCP-087-B is the first one that I can think of that was really, really scary for me. I actually don't want to play that game ever again. Maybe I should do that sometime for the channel, you know, because it could be fun. If you want me to play that game, sure, ask me and I will play it. Please don't ask me, I will fucking die. But yeah, games like that are really the scariest games that I've ever played. And now, I still don't know the answer to this question. The biggest fail moment in my life. I've had a lot of fail moments when it comes to YouTubing. Like when I am playing a game and I forgot to hit the record button, you know. I think the biggest fail, I'm just going to limit it to YouTube, making YouTube videos. The biggest fail from my YouTube videos is actually when I tried playing a game called... I keep burping all the time. I tried playing a game called Elementary Memories, which is an indie horror game. The first time I played it, I think I forgot to start my screen recorder. So when I was done playing, I didn't record anything, only my face and my voice. And I got really mad. I was like, fuck, I mean, I've got great jump scares in this game and I didn't fucking record it. And then, after I calmed down, 2 weeks later, I thought like, okay, let's try it again. You know, just fake it a little bit. I mean, it's a great game, just fake the jump scares a little bit, even though that's not good, but just play it again. So I played it again. I finished it. I really paid attention to, okay, my voice is recording, my face is recording, the gameplay is recording. Great, now I can start playing this game. So I played the game, I finished it. Then at the end of the game crashed for me, and that ended up with the video file being corrupted, and I could not save it. That's actually not my fail, that's just the fail of the game. But yeah, I think that's the biggest fail moment when it comes to making videos for me. I tend to forget recording one or another things. I actually forgot to record Five Nights at Freddy's 2 last week. I played night 1 and I didn't start my gameplay recorder again. So yeah, that's really annoying. But I don't know, I don't really have an idea on what my biggest fail moment of my life was right now. Maybe I will save that question for the next Q&A. I mean, I really need to think about that question. But yeah, those were all the questions, so... Why do I talk so much, guys? I don't understand. I mean, I've been recording for 24 minutes. I'm gonna do a lot of heavy editing, I think. But yeah, this was the Q&A, my second Q&A. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked knowing more about me, about plans for the future, about scariest moments of my life and such. And if you have got new questions already, just put them down in the comments on this video or any video if you come up with a new question. And I will save them for the next Q&A. Whenever I got enough questions, I can do a new Q&A. So don't be afraid and ask me those questions, please. Why did I wing there? I don't know. Guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. And until the next one. See ya!